Ha 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 ha. Ha. Good morning. Oh, why is my why are my socials being weird? I'm gonna refresh this real quick. There we go. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing good. Doing better than me. I've had a heck of a morning. I won't tell you why. I'll just tell you that I'm currently in the process of potty training my son, and it's not been the easiest process in the world, so we'll leave it to that. So it's been a heck of a morning already. But we're here. I said that whoop. Fuck. Stupid microphone. Oh my god. There we go. Sorry, my microphone was being dumb. Yeah, the struggles are real, man. The struggles are real. But I promised that I would stream yesterday, and I didn't. So I then said that I would stream this morning, so I will. So here I am. Today we're going to start on the brown, and every model here has a little bit of brown on it, so we're going to be touching every single model, not just the ones that are brown accents. So for that we're going to be using our Curious Leather, and we're going to be mixing a little bit of Dust Bowl in with it to brighten it up. The dark brown is pretty much going to be our mid-tone. So it's going to be the brown is always a little weirder because it's I guess this will be our mid-tone because it's a nice rich brown. That we're mixing over here. 43 minutes today. Nice. 47. 4 already. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how long the stream is going to be today, but I will do my best to go as long as I can. Really need to get these goblins finished. That is fact. not going crazy with this color because, I mean, it's just these models are all brown. I don't want to go too wild with it because I don't want the brown to be too bright. This is mostly just to give some definition to the other brown shapes that we have here. But like I said, all of them have brown on them, so I'm going to be using this for all the browns. All the models. Can't tell. Is that a potion or a bag? It looks like a bag. Okay, now we'll go down in descending order. All the brown on this one. I think it's just on her belt here. On the belt and the straps on her back here. Yeah. All good. Oh, microphone. I guess the YouTube people aren't in this morning. It happens. You lurk AFK as much as you want, Irish. Have fun at your meeting. For her. Alright, these ones I painted all their chests brown, so. And that's just because it seemed like leather armor to me, so. I just decided, it'll all be brown. And also their belts and these little bags down here. It's all brown. Yeah. Only one having a break. Everybody else is working. These guys, a lot of their brown isn't visible. So about all I can tell. I already painted the brown one of these, where brown is the accent color. It's, he was my test model. I was trying out a speed painting technique and it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. So I just said, you know what? I'll try to fix him as best I can. And then we'll paint the other ones like regular. So I may do a bit of neatening up on him as well. Just to sort of bring him in line with the rest of the goblins that I've painted so far. Because I painted them in a very different style from him. And you can definitely tell. While I'm doing the brown, I might neaten up the brown on him. While I'm thinking about it, let's just go ahead and pop it on. So there he is. He's very different from the rest of them just because of like how his skin looks. Maybe I'll compare him to like this guy. You can kind of see that there's a little bit of a difference in just the way that he's been painted and the way his skin is highlighted. I don't know how well you guys can tell on stream, but there's a difference. So I'll go ahead and I'll do a little bit of neatening here on him. He's not been varnished or anything. He's just kind of shiny because I used a lot of washes on him. So we'll try and neaten him up a little bit here. And also, I just want him to match the rest of the goblins. Because when you play the game and you look at him, you don't want to say, okay, why is he so different from all the rest of the goblins? But I did use the same dark brown paint on him. It's just that he looks a little different just because of I painted him in a different style. I tried to speed paint him, and it didn't work. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit darker to how, like, he's done, because I used, like, washes and stuff like that on him. And I didn't use any washes on my newer ones, because I prefer that style now. For the layering style to the old-fashioned, put some paint on it, put some washes on it, you know, that kind of thing. I switched over to that style for a very strange reason. And the reason is because I watch a lot of painting YouTubers. And when I was watching them, a lot of the ones that I really like, and the ones that I paint, or that I like, I try to like, I don't imitate their style necessarily, but I really like their style of painting. A lot of those ones, uh, they were saying on their in their videos when they were talking about painting, they were saying that washes are a crutch. They're great for when you first start off the mini painting hobby, when you're learning how to paint. But the more that you paint, the less you should rely on them and try to create your own lights and shadows. And part of that really kind of struck a note with me. And I was just like, I've been painting minis the same way for a long time. Almost 10 years at this point, with some breaks in between. But I'm just like, I was thinking to myself, you're right. I have been painting the same way for almost 10 years. And I should try to make myself better. I should experiment. I should do something a little different, See if I like it and see if I prefer it. So when one of the ones that I watch, and I did a YouTube video about this, the Miniac Scott, he's called Miniac on YouTube. That's his channel. He did a video where he sat down with, I'm guessing, a guy he knows or somebody who paid him to basically sit down and give him a one-on-one lesson on how to layer, how to properly do layering. I was like, okay, well, let's see if I can follow this. I did a whole video on it where I painted two models, one with my old style and one with my new style, or one with that style, and just followed him sort of step by step as he was doing it. And I found out as I was doing that video, like, I really enjoyed layering more so than using washes. Just because I felt like, one, it was a little quicker because I didn't have to wait for washes to dry. And two, it felt more like I was creating something myself instead of like letting the washes do the work for me. Because a lot of people call like Nuln Oil and Agrax Earthshade, they call that liquid talent. And in some respects it is, because it's doing what you can do yourself on the mini. It's creating shadows. So that is that's where I landed with that. I was like, you know what? I can do this myself, so why not do it myself? And why not create a style that's all my own instead of like imitating Games Workshop style, which is what I've been doing for almost 10 years. So, there you go. That's the reason why I switched to this style. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, almost 10 years. I started painting in 2016. So that's when I started playing Warhammer. And I just really latched onto the mini painting part of the hobby. The game I enjoy, but I don't get to play it nearly enough. I used to play it a lot more than I do now. I'd really enjoy playing it more, but I just don't have a group down here yet. I haven't really had the time to get a group together. So I never stopped painting though after I stopped playing as often, but but I did take a few breaks. I took a couple of breaks from the hobby just because of life, because my schedule didn't really allow for it. When I was single and I had a teaching job, I was too tired to paint, really. I did a little bit of painting, but not enough to, like, really qualify as anything. Oh, I already did this guy. But, like, when I was working at the news station, which was my first job out of college. Yeah, the years all kind of run together. But when I was at the news station, for some reason, I mean, that's when I had more time to paint. I think it's because I didn't really go or do anything during the day or on my nights off. I mean, like, I pretty much, like, just stayed home because, like, I worked terrible hours. I worked from 3 to midnight, almost, like, nights and weekends, and usually my days off were, like, terrible days. They were, like, Tuesdays and Thursdays, that sort of thing. I actually did I was actually a DJ at my college radio station. And that's, one of the places that me and, Travis used to hang out at a lot, the college radio station. It was kind of our thing. He had a show. I had a show briefly. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it's just pretty wholesome. But yeah, yeah, I worked as in the production side of television. I was in the background. I was pushing the buttons, making things go live on the air. That was my job. All right. A lot of times there's so much brown on these brown colored ones that I feel like they're kind of hard to differentiate. And part of me is wishing that I picked a different color than brown for their accent color, but what's done is done. I could paint over it, but at this point it just wouldn't be worth it, I don't think. I don't think it looks bad by any stretch of the imagination. But I just think that it doesn't really pop that much. But you know, I like bright colors when it comes to painting models usually. But I also at the same time like earth tones. So I'm kind of caught between those two things. Yeah, yeah, brown can be pretty too. And I agree with you. Time does run too quickly. Is your break coming to a close? Feels like you just got here. Feels like I just started. Oh, sad. All right. Well, See ya. Hopefully, I might still be on when you come back, but who knows. It adds more water to my wet palette because I felt like it was drying. The paint felt like it was drying out a little bit too fast. Okay. So second to last highlighted brown here. Our penultimate brown. For this next brown highlight, we'll be moving on to the light brown. And then the bone, and then we just got to do the metallics. And there's a little bits of random stuff that we need to do on all on some individual models, or minis rather. They're not models. I didn't assemble them. I had to keep telling myself that. But after that, I mean, these guys will mostly be done. There won't be too much detail in those little random bits. It's mostly just making sure that everything's colored in. Some of them are, I guess, a little bit more than others. Like, for instance, the wild ones here, they've got these big manes of fur on the back. That's something that's unique to them that I probably will have to only devote time to them to properly paint. End. Dried paint. That's no good. Dried paint on the end of my brush there. Alrighty. Just the boomerang, boys. Whoops. Hit my camera, no big deal. At least I didn't get any paint on the lens. At least none that I can see. Okay. Now just one last highlight of brown. That will be good. little bit of ice yellow to this. To really lighten it up so that it stands out. As a highlight. Okay. That's our last highlight of brown on that guy. That honestly brings him into par with the rest of the goblins. I'll have to fix his skin a little bit, I think, but the rest of it looks good. All right. I don't want to go too crazy with these highlights. I don't want to lighten up the brown too much. Oh, we are so close to being done with these guys. There is only so much more work left to do. We'll do a little happy dance. They're all finished, honestly. Goblins have been tedious. Not that the minis look bad or anything, it's just that so many of them. I'm sure everybody's tired of watching me paint them too. Ready for me to paint something else. Which I will. Gotta finish these guys first. Oh, I need to drink something real quick. Oh. Hydration is very important. It's very important to hydrate with something other than coffee, too. I'll be right back. I need to go check on my clothes in the dryer. I'm back. I had to check my dryer. Everything was good. Oh, now I'm getting a call. Be right back. Sorry about that. Just got a call from my customer support people about the. Just me dropping my phone. About the phone that I was supposed to receive on Monday. They were just telling me that I have to go pick up a physical version of the police report and take a picture of it. They never actually gave me a physical version of the police report. They just gave me a case number. So, they need me to take a picture of the physical version of the police report. That means I have to go down to the records office and pick up a physical copy. So, I will be doing that soon. As soon as I get off stream, probably. Means I'll probably just finish up the brown on these guys and then I'll go off and I'll do my thing. Wanted to do more on these guys today, but unfortunately it looks like life is not going to let me. Alrighty. That's the last of the dark brown highlights. I feel like I barely did anything to these guys. Feels like I need to do more today, but I honestly just don't have the time, so... Cause I've got to go do this, I gotta go run now, and, take care of more customer service bullshit. So... The stream is gonna be stupid short. It's only an hour and a half I've been going. Not even that, like less than an hour and a half. And I feel bad about that, but I'll be on tonight as well, so I won't be painting, but doing a retro game stream, so that's the idea at least. We'll see what happens. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Folks who did. I'm gonna hop off and go take care of this customer service bullshit, so thanks for hanging out, though.